Hello everyone, welcome to today daily market review. And action once again all over the place, very mixed signals. The path has not been easy, especially for trading options. It has been a time where the market is basically killing the premium, and volatility keeps fading, and they sucking out basically the premium from the options, and that makes trading options a little more tricky. But let's look into those charts, see where we stand, and trying to navigate these markets. So basically, today looking for the SPY, we finally filled the gap at 383.7. We filled the bear gap that we had from last week, pullback on the market. And just to see the violence on these kind of moves, everyone got stopped here on this big move down, but it was not easy. So we had a bear gap and faded, and next day last week we repired, in the middle of the day we faded once again. On Friday they faded into the close, just to repeat this week on Monday and yesterday. But once again, as I said, the path has not been easy. Yesterday we gap up, and slowly, it was a very slow process, we gone up, but the premium options is getting sucked on the way up, so very very tricky. Today we printed a kind of a bearish reversal candle, so 383.7 is our reference point for a possible lower high. Otherwise, what we'll be looking, if we go above 384, we'll be looking for all-time highs at 385. But there is a big fight between bulls and bears, so very very tricky. At the end of the day, I got some put scalps. I got stopped on the last part. The first part were actually a good one for 40% profits, and on the second part I was stopped for 20%. I made 30% on those puts, but at the end of the day those puts more than double. So it's the kind of the market that we have, never easy. And but the end of the day pullback played very very well. So what's next? Below today lows of today, below 380, that's the level. Below 380 we have 379, we have 377 as possible supports. Otherwise, if we break above 384, we have all-time highs at 385, 85. So stay open-minded. Looking for the cubes today, we made a kind of a double top. It reminds me a bit several double tops that were made in the past, but the market squeezed back up and made new all-time highs once again. So $330 on the cubes is the level to watch. If the cubes go below 326, closed at the lows, if it goes below 326, it has a gap to fill at 323. We also 323, it's the 8-day moving average to keep on watch. Looking for small caps keep seeing bearish options activity going in the next couple of sessions, but what we see right now, we see that small caps bears try to bring small caps back down. Saw some fading on the pre-market activity on small caps, and but they made a double bottom here at right at the 8-day moving average, and push back up. So it's a tricky place right now. Big fight between bulls and bears. They defended 211, so 211.6. Today lows of the day is the line in the sand. So let's see if they are able to push above 215 to go into 217. So big fight here. Looking for Apple, did nothing, okay? So the open was not easy at all. Not easy at all. Kicking everyone out. And what we have, a bounce from the 21-day moving average, pull back from the 8-day moving average, and close near the 21-day moving average. So basically all over the place. And even if you play this one, very tricky, especially because the options are sucking premium. So what's next? Bull case scenario needs above 136.31. above 136. If we go above 136, I'll be looking for a move into $140. Otherwise, below today lows of the day, below 133, I'll be looking for $130 as support. Once again, big fight between bulls and bears and waiting for a move one way or the other. Airbnb today saw some bullish options activity out of the gate, but see what happened. So they are not letting price and the stocks moving, okay? So very big explosion, but what happened? It faded. Okay, so they kill premium. They kill premium once again on those calls. So very, very tricky place right now to look. Shuri, another one. We saw some bullish options activity on some nice volume. What they did, they kill it. So they are killing premium. Okay, Plug, another one. And what we saw, bullish options activity, and what they did, they faded. So they are killing the premium and sucking the premium out of the options market. AMV saw some bullish options activity once again today. What they did, killed premium. Did fall apart? No, they held $87 area. So, but they take this time to kill the options premium. So let's suck all the options premium and let's wait for the next move. For the bull case on AMV, we need a move above $90. Above $90, we have a gap to fill at 93. So keep it on your watch. Amazon, once again, not easy. They sold the open, but they push until lunchtime just to give it all back into the bell. So once again, not an easy path right now with this kind of squeeze and faded once again. Not an easy path. So what's next? Very ugly candle here on Amazon. But if you look, for example, if you look for Alibaba, what we saw, they are killing everyone, okay? Alibaba yesterday, big downside, just to today gap up and pushing price above yesterday. So closed at the lows 254 just to go into 268 today. So once again, they are killing everyone out. Protect your money, in my opinion. I try to generate cash flow the best way I can. Today, for example, I got some shares on SUNW at $70.25 here on this candle here. It worked very nice. I locked my profits, but see what happened. Gone all the way into $20. So $3 here move if you held the stock. Congratulations. Once again, I trade for a living, I trade for cash flow. I got in, locked my profits and moved the money into other place. For example, I trade BTBT. Another name, I got into those shares. I saw here a move into $20, saw that was seeing some fading, and I decided to get out, get in, get out, generate cash flow. Especially with shares, you don't pay commissions, so at least myself, I don't pay any commissions on shares, so I try to generate cash flow here. Riot, another name, I saw a possible breakout attempt. I got into those shares at $23 and closed at 23.5. So took the 40 cents here premium and on profits and locked my gains. And Mare, for example, another one, got at $24 and closed at 24.50 and it faded at the end of the day. Why? Because I was seeing a possible breakout attempt, but the market not making things easy. So keeping open-minded, keeping the stocks on the watch list for a possible break higher. But once again, you get in, get out, and try to generate cash flow other way around. And Facebook, for example, they try to push price down, recovering the 8 and 21 day moving average, try to break higher, was rejected at 269 and closed at basically at the 8 and 21 day moving average. So once again, they are not letting price break one way or the other. So it's very, very tricky here. LAZR, another name that I keep it on my watch because it's right at 21 the moving average. 31, $32 has been the levels they have been buying the dip. Let's see if they will buy again to go into 37, $38 area. So keeping the stock on the watch list. Netflix, another one, all over the place. Why? Yesterday we had a nice 2-day move. Today gave back some of the gains, but they closed at the end day moving average, so didn't break down. So below today lows of today, below 538, we have 534 the 21-day moving average. Below that we have 515 last week lows as a reference points and 509. But if they open price above 555, we can have a big short squeeze. So not an easy path for now. Snow, for example, yesterday they got some calls. Today, what happened? Gap up, but faded. So killing the premium on those calls and basically putting a top here around $320 area. So and on a pullback we should go below $300 once again with 290 as support reference. SunPower today, one of the names that I had to the watch list. It bounced perfectly from the 21-day moving average. Very beautiful bounce, trying to put a bullish reversal candle. If it goes above $45 tomorrow or the next couple of sessions, look for a possible move into $47-50 area, so keep it on your watch. Tesla, another one, did nothing. Okay, so they sold the dip, but they squeeze after the open once again just to give it all back and pretty much flat the rest of the day. So once again, on all my years of experience trading these markets, we have periods where when it's easy to trade options and we can buy premium and go up with the trend, either up or down. I'm meaning on options. Okay, if you buy calls, you want the premium to go up, so you make money on your calls. When you buy puts, you want premium to go up on your premium on your puts, so you can make money. So there are periods on the stocks range most of the day, and during these periods neither calls or puts make any money. Okay, so that's why I switched for some, and this one was actually a beautiful one when I saw out of the gate some buying pressure here pushing the stock up, and it worked very well. So, but once again, in this case, the move continued, but you cannot predict and anticipate what the hell is going to happen next. So that's why get in, get out, especially with shares. I don't have any commissions on share. You should ask also and look for brokers that also no commissions trading shares. So it's free money right here, trying to generate some cash flow. Maybe not enough, but what matters is staying on the green at the end of the day, end of the week, end of the month, staying on the green. And with options, we tried the best we can. On SPY, for example, on SPY, I was looking for the fade. The fade after the move, it's always easier for everyone to see. Okay, yes, it worked. But we are seeing some erratic moves at the middle of the session and during the trade. And I got some nice puts here at $1. They faded very, very well. And I closed basically for 25% profits here. And at the end of the day, it was a 100% profits. If you have more risk tolerance, you can try to ride with the wave and waiting for better profits. Once again, I trade for a living, I trade for cash flow. I don't trade for big home runs. Yes, of course, I want, and I'm always looking for big home runs, but not easy to have big home runs on this options market. Let's look, for example, for Mara. I got some calls once again with the shares. I got calls, I got shares, and I took the trade here with some very nice momentum, 32% profits, I believe, on this move. It continue higher, but I lock my gains. Okay, if you took and risk some more, you were able to generate some more cash flow. But once again, the action has been very tricky. We just, if we just look for this is kind of insane. Last week, bearish reversal candle, gap down, trapping all the longs here, and gapping down and faded. But on the next day, we had a big rip up, just to give it all back at the middle of session. Next day, Friday last week, we had a fade down, but this week once again move up, and yesterday gap up. So it has been very tricky to play. We don't have a trend here. The trend right now is just a no trend, just big moves up and down, killing everyone. So it's very tricky, especially with options. So suggestion, let's wait for we have a more clear view going into the end of the month. If we have a more clear view on what the hell is going to happen next, try to protect your cash, get in, get out on the trades. With the shares, it's easier because as we don't have commissions on the shares, look for the brokers with no commissions on the shares. It's easier to generate some cash flow. Usually I go with, depending on the stock price, of course, usually I go with 1,000 shares and 2,000 shares, and that's why 50 cents, okay, 50 cents on 1,000 shares is $500. On 2,000 shares is 1k. So once again, if you trade for a living, you try to generate $500 here, $300 there, $200 there, and at the end of the day, if you go and try to get all this cash flow from different trades, either for options or for stock, you can have a very nice end of the day green session and PNL at the end of the day. So that's my suggestion for you, at least while we don't have a more clear view. I don't like to flip coins. What the hell is going to happen next week, next month, next year? No one has a clue what the hell is going to happen. Right now, it's not an easy path, especially on options. Let's wait for the premium to get sucked a little bit more. And as an alternative, you can always sell some premium. Always, I suggest, if you go to short options, go with the spreads, short spreads with either strangles to keep in the range, okay, and you get the premium, collect the premium that the market is sucking, or out of the money puts or call spreads when we hit one of the extremes of the range. So that's a possibility. But once again, I don't like to sell premium, but that's my own trading style. But that's also a possibility here on this kind of sessions that we are seeing. You can try to sell some out of the money put spreads or call spreads, but once again, it's everyone is different and everyone is has their own trading style. Okay, so with this said, let's look tomorrow with open mind what the hell is going to happen next, and see if today, for example, on this bearish end of the day reversal candle here on the SPY, if it will play out. But don't forget, we are still above the 821 day moving average. So every time we go below 21 day moving average, we have been bouncing back up. Once again, we gone below the 21 day moving average. We hit the 50 day moving average and we bounce back up. So bulls are active, bulls are buying the dip, but it has not been easy with options to have those kind of plays. Okay, so wish you all a great trading, wish you all a great end of the day, and stay safe, everyone. Bye bye.